Hey, shout out to Anchor for sponsoring my podcast. I need everybody to go download the Anchor podcast app. Also, I need everyone to go follow and listen to the Eric J. the Great podcast on all streaming platforms. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Eric J. the Great podcast, and go like my Facebook page, the Eric J. the Great podcast. Feel free to come to me, send me messages by any topic suggestions, or if you want to be a guest. I look forward to hearing back from y'all, and I want everybody to tap in with me. All right. Welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast. Got a special guest on the show today. Eastside Boobie. Boobie from Louisville, Kentucky.
I love till you take my kindness for a weakness. Can't fuck with niggas hating on the low and stashing secrets. Niggas will drop your location for the mighty dollar. Bullets will hit you from that chopper, make your mama holler. I was dead crack on my ass, I had to find a way. Groove with the smoothest cause the feds is giving time away. Sucker couldn't stand the pressure, so he drop a dime a day. Suck my dick, call up my lawyer, only thing that I'ma say. My girl been tripping lately, probably leave me cause I forced her to. She don't get that I've been holding resent me cause she fuck my dude. Fuck my bid up, had me sitting in the rack, was pressed out. I ain't tripping fresh out on the streets, nigga, I cashed out. Same nigga toting on that glizzy with a bad mouth. They say the drink game was fucked up, I saved the bad drought. Planks for the four if you can stand it. I'm getting to this money, baby, I'm not romantic. So break down in the Rex, the grams dancing with the H with the fit. Every time it's going hands, so my nigga hit it with a two. I swear that he can stand it. Let me drop it in the press or pull the grams out their hands. Can I trust? Who can I trust? Yeah. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Yeah. She said love is really lust. Yeah. All of my niggas switching up. Yeah. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Yeah. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Yeah. She says love is really lust. Yeah. All of my niggas switching up. Yeah. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Same niggas hating on me. Y'all look down for them.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, sure. Hey, I met.
That was hard.
Look, it's just how I do my music. Not to cut you off, nigga. I did that second verse when I was in the hole. I was banging on the wall in the cell. You feel me? Like I had to stay in the hole for like 15 days. A white boy told him when I was down Grayson County. Told the people I had a cell phone. So like the people first the cell or whatever. They ain't find the phone on me though, but they took a nigga to the hole and shit. But that's where I came up with that second verse. So like I don't write rap, so I'm repetitive with it. So I just keep saying it over and over until I memorize.
Dang, that's crazy. I had listened to some of your music before, but that's one of my favorite songs. I listened to that for about 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah, that's what's up, my nigga.
I had that playing on the TV blasting.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Look, I'm trying to get these subscribers up so they can start getting paid off that shit.
Oh yeah. Once you I think they said like you gotta have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to apply for that monetization. So that's like the bare minimum.
See, I didn't even know it was the watch hours. I just thought it was 1,000 subscribers.
It's 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, well, that's why I've been dropping so much content. You feel me? Like trying to stay in the people's faces real. A nigga got a new sound, you feel me, a different look. And I'm like, I really be chasing that shit, bro. Like, no niggas give me nothing on my shit. Like, I ain't got no investors or nothing. Which ain't knocking a nigga who do, but like, I do all this shit on my own, hands on.
Oh yeah. But you'll reap the benefit when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying? It'll feel more rewarding, because you spent your own money, when you get where you want to be.
Yeah, but it gets to a point, nigga, where it be hard not to give up on this shit. You feel me? Like, I ain't no young nigga. I'm 36. I ain't got too much time to keep playing with this rap shit. It's like now or never. You feel me? Like I got more chicken invested in this than I ever had at one time. So it's like I got to strike these people. It ain't as hard as it used to be though. Like when I first started rapping, niggas had to have like CDs and flyers, and you don't even need that shit no more. As long as you got an internet presence and a good team behind you that's gonna promote that shit and get it where it need to be at and get your music and shit heard, this shit's gonna work. It's all about a team.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So we'll start off, man. Tell the people where you from and and what's the first thing that come to mind, when you hear your city, Louisville.
Uh, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You feel me? Like Clarksdale Projects, Eastside to be exact. And honestly, when a nigga, if you say the first thing that come to my mind, you mention my city right now is ESTG. Cause like dog is handling wax. You feel me? Like dog is he's in the position where you feel me I aim to be. You feel me? Like nigga handling his thing, handling his business. And that nigga really can rap. You feel me? Like I don't really get involved in the street politics or what they got going on because I don't know, dude. And what they got going on ain't none of my motherfucking business. But as far as their music and where he's at with his career, you feel me? Like I feel like he put our city on the map in a major way. Cause for the longest nigga started, it was just Kentucky Fried Chicken doing this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, ESTG, man. Like his whole movement within that 2018 to like 2019, he just took off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was handling wax. You feel me? Like free Reek. You feel me? My nigga Rico, like he fuck with ESG. You feel me? I don't know what bros title would be, whether it be like CEO or A&R or whatever, but I know my nigga like was really involved with it. And Rico, I took Rico to Atlanta with me one time. I went and did a little tour with Mozzie. Mozzie, the only nigga that ever invited me on the tour, but when I took Reek down there, he seen how easy it was. Like, there's some real niggas in this shit and there's some weird niggas in this shit, but like I'm gonna start fucking with it heavy. And he ended up finding an artist or G found him. I don't know how it worked, but them niggas made that shit pop organically. You feel me? Like even Forever Rolling, you feel me? Like he used to do a lot of my music, you feel me? From I wanna say like anti-rap music, 4, I think it's either 3, 4, and 5, something like that. But Young used to make my beats. I used to keep the little nigga with me and shit, but since he been in the position he in, you feel me, like he don't reach the way I expected him to. That nigga Hollywood, just keep it all the way 100. Ain't no way around it, you feel me? Like, cause I still got love for Lil Bro, but like I ain't gonna chase no nigga begging to buy no beef. You feel me? Like I get these dealing with niggas on the other platform and shit, but don't forget about the niggas who fuck with you, but nobody fuck with you. You can't never do that. You feel me? Like, but that's nor here nor there, my nigga.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So like for the people that ain't never been to Louisville before, you know what I'm saying, and they had Louisville on their places to visit, tell people, you know what I'm saying, how it is growing up in Louisville, like certain obstacles and things you have to endure, growing up as a kid and as you became an adult.
Yeah, that's everything. You feel me? Like I say, like a nigga like earlier, nigga like 3 to 5, like shit really wasn't that bad for me. You feel me? Like I used to be at my Aunt Mary house. That's my daddy auntie. And like she from the south end of Louisville. You feel me? Like but her house was my safe haven, her my big cousins and shit was her kids and they just used to keep a nigga up to date. I always hung around older kids, but when I started going back home, my mama lived up east. So like we lived in the projects, and in the projects, I loved it up there. I ain't gonna front. I thought the shit was fun for real, for real. And so a nigga get older like it, then we live in poverty. But I adapted to my situation. And honestly, you feel me? Like I took the easy route out, like most of us niggas do in the streets. You feel me? Like you see your mama struggling and shit, and ain't nobody else around there to help. You feel me? RIP. You feel me? There was one time when my granny was on crack and shit. You feel me? Like shit was really rough for her my way. Lights getting cut off. Niggas starting school with last year's school closed. Not saying that my mama couldn't provide. You feel me? But like it was hard her doing it all by herself. You know what I mean? For me and my sister, you feel me? So my mama did the best she could do. And nothing, if nothing else, nigga, my hustle come from my mama. And my hustle immaculate, nigga. 'Cause I used to watch my mama work several jobs. You know what I mean? Go from McDonald's to the Velvet Rose, then come home and go work part-time at a hotel. You feel me? Like that? That's just the type of shit that my mother's always done. Like she ain't got no problem working. But life's better now though. Cause once I came an adult, like I always made sure like my kids don't live downtown. I don't want my kids to be involved in the shit that I was dealing with when I was their age. So I moved my kids to like, I ain't gonna say they necessarily live in the suburbs. It could be like a middle class neighborhood. They don't live in the hood and none of that shit. And I mean, I feel like the struggle that I went through is what created me who I am today. You know what I mean? Because without the struggle, you feel me, like a nigga ain't gonna really too much learn and every day ain't gonna be no good day. And I feel like mistake is the best teacher. You feel me? A nigga make a mistake and it costs you a drastic mistake, whether you be going to prison or losing some money or just anything. A nigga make a mistake, you don't want to do that shit again. So, try not to repeat that. That's the motto I live by.
Yeah, facts. I could feel that, bro. I had a similar background as far as my mom doing it by herself. Coming up in a rough poverty area. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, so
Yeah.
it's kind of rough down there. So I completely understand where you coming from, bro. So like as far as your household when you was younger, man, like did you have a two-parent household, any siblings?
Yeah, I got I ain't have no two-parent household. I ain't gonna make it like my daddy ain't do shit for me when I was coming up. You feel me? Like my daddy fuck with me to a certain extent, but he the type of nigga to where like if you ain't attending to him, it's his way or no way. So if a nigga ain't doing it his way, he'll get on some petty shit and like not buy a nigga nothing, nah. Slide out of town with his wife and their kids or some old weird ass shit and leave me and my little brother Tony behind. But as far as my mama household, like I said, like it was what it was. My mama did the best she could. We made it through every struggle, every obstacle that we ever came through. My mama hopped over that shit. Like I've been going to juvenile prison and shit since I was 15. And I say one of the hardest things my mama probably ever had to do was call the police on me. I was out of control. You feel me? She ain't had no help. And when she did at the time when she did it, I called my mama a rat and everything. I was mad as hell about that because I was on juvenile probation and I had ran from him. And my mama had tricked me. Like we was going to go out to eat and she took me to my PO office and they locked me up. Like at the time I hated my mama for that. But like when I got older, I realized like shit, my mama did that so she can save a nigga. Like I was blind. You feel me? Around this time, I'm probably 16, 17, getting high on zanies and shit, taking 10, 15 zanies a day, drinking syrup, smoking weed. I'm in the street selling crack, but the niggas high and slow all day. So my mama felt like me going to that juvenile prison was gonna save me versus just staying in them projects. But even when I get out of the juvenile prison, I went right back to the projects. Like the only reason why nigga ain't in Clarks the other day is because it's torn in. Like, if that motherfucker was up, I'd be in the projects right now. That's my hood. That's where I get the love at. That's where they fuck with me at. I mean, it's your people's people. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you on that, bro. Like, so as far as like you going to prison, man, like what effect like that you can say that had on you like positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially going at a young age, because a person could really like be
Positive effect.
yeah, I'm just saying like as far as like effect in general, you feel me? Because like, like if a person go to prison at a young age, that could really like, like just basically like strike them out, you know what I'm saying? They might just
Nah, I don't believe it. Cause like this is my thing. Like I ain't have one good day in prison. Nigga, prison miserable. Whether it's juvenile prison or what I mean, adult prison, that shit whack as hell. It's boring all day. Niggas lie all the goddamn time, and you can't shake these niggas. You might live in a 2-man cell or some old weird shit. Like the only thing that I can really say came positive from me going to prison is like, it's a war in the streets. Me going to prison, it kept me alive. I hated that shit though. Like I missed pivotal years of my kid's life. Like my granny died when I was locked up. Like that shit crushed me. Like my granny was close to me. Prison shit is not where it's at, man. Like fuck with it, and I hate rat ass niggas. That's why my first 5 mixtapes was called anti-rat music. You know what I mean? Because I just not with that rat shit. Every time I go to prison, no, that's not true. Every time I go to prison, the nigga lose everything. You feel me? Like a nigga come back home to zilch. It ain't never like a nigga come home loaded. I'll run a bag up and get booked, nigga, and come home to Nate things. And nigga, the last time I was locked up, I was in prison for 9 months and $100,000 grew legs and walked. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. It's gone though. Hold on real quick. Let me mute this real quick so I can tell my brother something. got me. Yeah,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah. So like, as far as like when you was a younger kid, man, what type of activities you was in? Like, did you play sports or anything?
I used to play football.
Oh, was you pretty good at football?
Nigga, I was him when I played football. I used to play for the Yellow Jackets, the Muhammad Ali Yellow Jackets. Then I had a little scholarship at a school called Trinity in Louisville,
Okay,
and it's like it's an all boys school or whatever. Like my daddy and them wanted me to go to the school because it's like if a nigga graduate from Trinity, I mean, a nigga got a good chance of going to a D1 college. You feel me? Like living life a little better. But I had real long braids at the time, and they wanted me to cut my hair. And my dumb ass like, fuck that shit, I ain't cut my hair. So I passed up a lifetime opportunity over some damn braids, you feel me? Like I said, my mom ain't really have enough structure around this is around the time I started selling the drugs. I'm getting out of control low key. So I bucked it and ended up going to the school called PRP Pleasant Ridge Park. And I broke my finger like the third or fourth game. I ain't played football since, but like, I played tailback and cornerback.
okay. Yeah, that's what's up. So as far as your family, man, did you have anybody in your family that was involved in the music business, or anybody that was close to you that was in the music business?
Nope, I learned how to rap by my cornball ass daddy. Like when I did used to be a running nigga, you feel me? Taught me how to rap a melody. Like I ain't gonna take that away from him. That nigga taught me how to rap. But I just put my own little story with it. Like my nigga Forney, he call himself Big Brawley. Now I call him Bubble. But me and my nigga Gutter started rapping in the projects in the basement. Like they had a laundromat and they're like on the washer and dryer. We would just bang on them shits and just freestyle from the time we was kids all the way up until present time. Like Brawley, like that's my A1. You feel me? My A1, like real tight. Like me and dudes jumped off the porch together. The first time we hit the yard, we was together. The first time we did together anything, it was always us. You feel me? Like his shit's called Brawley Music Group, Black Marketing, and my shit's AMK Music Group. My shit's after my kids, Antonio McCann Kamari. That's the initial. Like if I ain't gonna go no harder for them, shit, what's the point of going hard for anybody?
Okay, so you
I got
was.
two more through there.
Oh, what you say?
What you say?
Oh no, 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 no,
I
no.
said I got two. Like they not my biological sons, but I love them little niggas like they are. And I take care of them like they are. But Jerry and Kobe, like Kobe, little nigga always been my videos with the dreads and shit. Like he's fucking with me. Like that's for baby Eastside when it comes to the music. Like him and my kids, the reason why I still rap for real, because I honestly gave up on this shit when I came home. Like, I'm looking at the music and seeing what people said. I'm like, this shit gonna take a lot of work. So my first 2 months out, I ain't go do shit. I went to the studio probably twice when I first came home, and I dropped wood. I couldn't catch a vibe. Shit, and the caught me on.
So you would say your dad was the one that led you to the music?
That nigga taught me how to rap. I led myself to continue to do the music. Like my daddy ain't never been to the studio with me, and I've been rapping in the studio for like 15 years. Like I can send this nigga a song right now. He gonna say that motherfucker wood. Dude, weird as hell. I don't knock that nigga nothing, but that nigga just weird as hell, bro. I don't fuck with you. I don't need
Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that, bro. So like, growing up, man, who was your favorite artist growing up? Like, who you looked up to, like, far as artist wise?
Growing up, my favorite artist was Lil Wayne. Like Weezy was that nigga when I was coming up. The Hot Boys. That's who I fuck with. Cause it was around the time I hopped off the porch, but like Weezy really influenced me.
Okay, yeah. When was your first time going to the studio?
The first time I went to the studio, me and Brawley went in like I want to say like 2000. I want to say like 2004, like either 2003 or 2004.
Okay. And how old was you around that time?
Shit, I think I'm early 20s. Shit, probably like 21. It's like 2021, somewhere around that. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, though, like 2021. God damn, this motherfucker's phone ringing. I'm sick of this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. We on the
Fuck it to the third, bro. On you. These
okay.
ain't, this ain't live and then this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I just paused it. I had paused it while you dropped off.
Yeah, I didn't know it was live. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, man. So like where did your rap name come from?
My granny and my mama used to call me Boobie. You know, I'm just from the east side of Louis. You know, I'm from uptown, so I just put the east side of it. I changed my little alter ego to Bust Down for a minute because like, right before I went to prison, I cashed in on a little jewelry kit, nice little AMK piece, presidential watch and shit. So I started calling myself Bust Down Boobie. Like more or less changed my image, but like shit, when I got hot and I've been on the run. I knew I wasn't trying to go to prison. Nigga, I sold all that jewelry, nigga, in my heartbeat. Like, shit, fuck, I needed some jewelry before on the run. I'm the only nigga running around with an AMK piece, but fuck that chain. I knocked that shit for a bag. Nigga, it made more off the bag than I paid for the jewelry.
Oh yeah. I can feel you on that, bro. Like so when you first start going to the studio, man, like when you doing something that you are passionate about or good at, it's a certain point where you when you reach that get that confidence and that skill to like that you can really pursue it. So at what point did you really feel like that you mastered the rapping and you had that confidence to really like apply pressure on it?
I ain't necessarily gonna say that I managed to rap, period, because I ain't got no checks in the life and shit. I ain't got booked in it. Like, told you, I got majority of my chicken invested in this shit. So like, oh, like honestly, bro, when it comes to my music, bro, then it's just about me. You feel me? Like I don't really rap about other people's life. I'm rapping about my shit, like shit that I do on a day-to-day basis, like just putting different little ad libs and different little sound. Like I ain't trying to sound like no nigga. I be like no nigga. And I know what I got what it take to really blow with this shit. You feel me? The only thing that got in the way with me was freedom. Not freedom, was prison. Like right before I went down, like shit was popping. Like Mozzie was going to take a nigga on a 30 city tour. I got to do 2 shows, one in Atlanta and one in Chicago. The show I did in Atlanta, they was fucking with a nigga heavy. And just think, you feel me? Like after any nigga do a 30 city tour and you putting up and putting on, the people gonna notice you. Like I said back then, bro, I'm running around 50 on my neck. You know what I mean? Another 25, 30 on the nigga's wrist, you feel me? With no deal though. No assistance on nothing. You feel me? Then when I'm pulling up to these shows, you feel me, bag home, probably another 50 to 60 G's. This is just run around money a nigga was told because I know with the music perception is everything. Like it was a time where I was riding around in rental cars trying to get niggas to take my CDs, and niggas wouldn't take them even though they was free. So when I bought a Camaro. I put some 4G autos on it. When I did that and I roll up, like, hey, you want one of my CDs? Ah, yeah, bro, give me 4. Or give me 2, you feel me? So that's when I learned perception is everything. I ain't called it. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's everything, but perception is a good key when it comes to being an artist. You feel like that's better worded?
Yeah. I understand you on that, bro. So like, as far as opportunities, man, like, what would you be open to as far as like opportunities? Would you sign with a major, or would you do a partnership, or stay independent and keep your masters, or how would you go about that? You if the
Right now, gang, I signed to get my foot through the door. Like this is one of the smartest things that nigga told me one day. At the time, it made me feel like I was doing myself for real because I was talking to a nigga who's involved with the music and he's not involved with the streets. You feel me? And he get a nice bag from this. So he's like, would you sign a 360 deal if it came about? I'm like, hell no, I ain't signing no 360. He's like, what you mean you ain't signing no 360? I'm like, nigga, you heard me. I'm not signing no 360. When you do that, then people get all you like, anytime you make some money, they make some money. He said, but it's legal money though. He's like, you in the streets and you sell drugs. So you rather sell drugs versus take a 360 when you getting booked on a day-to-day, you feel me, for, 10 to 100 G's, no matter what it is, but it's better than selling drugs, man. And that's where it gave me a different outlook on it. So when it comes to signing, as long as I got, some shit with my creativity and I'm seeing a check and the nigga ain't no slave, I ain't gonna let none of these labels make me a slave. I'm cool. I do bad over there before I just go sign my life away though. I ain't caught up on that. I ain't in a rush to be famous. I'm trying to get some money off this shit.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Like a lot of people make that mistake, man. As far as waiting until the right opportunity come, or wait until they have a little leverage before signing their life away, and then later on down the line when they become that big artist, trying to get out of that deal, or we see it all the time.
You said what now one more time?
Now I was saying you see that all the time. Like a lot of people will sign their life away, but they will when they become a bigger artist, you see them post on Instagram, things like that, them trying to get out of the contract because they were so easy, until instead of being patient and waiting on the right opportunity to come.
I mean, a lot of niggas, to me, I feel like a lot of niggas be up and signing their life away because they be broke in real life for real. Like shit be fucked up. They don't be having no on hand cash or no extra hustle. Like niggas be working regular jobs, and then people come with their label check. Niggas is gonna take it without reading the fine print. Like I had a situation with this label called Pure Luxury. It was probably like I said like 2013, 2014. It's a label that was out of Florida, out of Miami, and my big cousin, she was in a relationship with the label CEO. That this nigga smart as hell, like a solid dude. But I knew that this nigga knew more about the business than I do. So when it came time to me signing, I went and got the same lawyer. I went and got a lawyer out of the same firm where his lawyer came from because he sent me a contract. And it said the lawyer's name and the firm, you feel me? So I called up and just asked for a different lawyer, you feel me, to help me negotiate this because I knew I didn't have what's the word I'm looking for? I ain't gonna say education, but like the proper word play. I knew them people could shoot some shit to me that I ain't understand.
Yeah.
So I went and got a lawyer. So when I did that, the lawyer like, nah, don't sign. You feel me? Like if it was a clause, in other words, the paperwork looked like I signed for. I mean, it was something where it looked like I was signed for 5 years, but really, if I signed, I was gonna be signed to them for like 10. And they bought my domain name. Like that's honestly why I changed my name to Bust Down Boobie too, because as Eastside Boobie, you feel me? Like if it cracked, like dude on my, he gonna try to sell that back to a nigga if anything. So like I ain't really too caught up about the name change either because when this shit start popping, my true fan base already know me as Eastside or Bust Down Boobie. Like Bust Down Boobie coming back for show, nigga. Like it ain't gonna be too much longer before I start dropping chains and shit. I'm just on some other shit now. Like I'm fresh out. I ain't fresh out trying to like I'm trying to give me some assets and shit.
Yeah, that's understandable, bro. So like, how often do you be recording?
I go studio every day. I ain't gonna. Well, I say at least 4 to 5 times a week. I'll be. Sometimes the nigga schedule be different, but my method right now is if I go studio, I try to get in like at least 2 songs, 2 single songs and a feature, and then drop a video like once a week to keep my fan base with content with shit to see. So I said I need to get them the subscribers up. That's honestly why I'm dropping so much content too. You feel me? It's gonna give the people something to look at.
Yeah, you sitting on a lot of music right now.
I probably got about 30 songs, it ain't no whole lot. Like I gotta give me a hard drive filled up. Like that's the play. When a nigga got hundreds of songs, you feel me? 100. If you got 100 songs, bro, 60 of them motherfucking slammers, that's enough to go on tour for 2 years. You feel me? Because when you go to them labels, that's all they want to see is your internet presence and what your catalog is like. If you ain't got no backup, you're just gonna be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
I've been this shit for a while, so like when I go, I swear I'm a cherish. I deserve it. I know I do, and I'm a really put my energy to like crowd niggas. Like I'm gonna turn my style. Like my mom and shit. They gonna have to call my mom and call my little sister. I've been struggling with all my life. You feel me? So when this check comes, book me through my people.
Yeah. It's always.
Yeah, we're gonna take turns with this shit. You feel me? You get the back end on this show. You feel me? We're gonna round it up. At least that's what the goal is.
Oh yeah. It's always good when you got that a good circle of people around you, especially their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean my family really not big though. That's what it consists of. Like my last name Taylor. We a big family in Louisville, Kentucky, and a big family up east. But honestly, like I got cousins and shit that I don't even know. You feel me? Like they may know me because of the little internet presence that I got at home. Like Louisville not big, so if your name ring bells with something, it's gonna go through. But like I'm just trying to focus on my what you call it, intermediate family or whatever. Mom, Dukes, my sister, my niece, my nephew, my kids, my shorty. And I got a dog too, and Royce. You feel me? I got a Frenchie Fluffy. I ain't even a dog nigga, but this dog put worth 40,000 each. So on her first litter, a nigga guaranteed to make $150 or more. I told you, like I'm trying to get assets, my nigga. I'm trying to get into this 18-wheeler shit, that box truck shit. Give me a couple properties. My shorty got some shit going on. Where she do something with some lips. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we trying to get your lips right too. Goddamn it. Lips, eyebrows, shit. Fuck it, we gonna start the build a bitch program. We gonna start financing ass, titties, and teeth. I'm putting teeth and titties on bitches. All
Oh
teeth.
yeah, I thought about the box truck stuff myself, man. That's kind of interesting. I know some people that's into it right now that's making money off of it. And I was like, man, that's like a guarantee lick right there.
Yeah, you just gotta have the time to drive. Like it's all about getting that dispatcher's license too. Like I know a nigga in Orlando. This nigga 30 clocking. This nigga clocking like damn near a ticket every month because he got 12 trucks and dispatch.
Wow.
Like, but like he a Haitian nigga, you feel me? Like very structured. This nigga smart as hell, but young can really get into that cheese. I think little bro like 32, 33.
Man, that's crazy. So
Trust the life if you do it the right way.
yeah, absolutely, bro. So when you dropped your first project, how was the city embracing you around the time when you dropped that first project?
It was more or less wrecked to them. Like niggas didn't take me serious. Niggas thought I was bullshit. Like the Keep It 100, the CD really wasn't that good. I had one video on the whole CD. I ain't even get none of the songs mixed. Me and Barley just went and just freestyled for a little while because I'm talking. We had 5 minute songs, frivolous freestyling. You know what I mean, but it was an experience that I never regret though, because that's how we perfected our craft. We ain't even know how to count bars, do hooks, and none of that shit. Now, present time, like I don't write it out. Any music that you ever heard from me, even from anti-rap music one up into present music, I do punch-ins. I don't write ever. I just go off the vibe. Feel me? Like sometimes I can go right in and one take that shit, just do my ad lib. Like you can ask Steve that. Like I know you did an interview with him. Like niggas love how I do this shit in the studio because nigga like ADHD for real. I be running around doing 20 different things. But when it's time for me to do my verse, I'm gonna get in there and handle that shit. And if you get on a song with me and you in the studio and you bullshitting, I'm the nigga that's gonna tell you like, bro, that shit weak. You playing. If I'm dropping some wood, I expect you to tell me like I know every song a nigga do ain't gonna be a banger. But I got tough skin. I like engineers who's gonna keep it 100 with me. I don't want one of them niggas who gonna hit space bar in 3. Them the niggas who just try and get the money for you from the studio hours.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, bro. So like, what project would you say that people started to embrace you like around the city?
I say no features. Like no features is like my no features is my fourth mixtape. It ain't nobody on there. It's just all me. Honestly, you feel me? Like I did some goofy shit for real because on no features, me and this nigga, it's another nigga from my city named Rich Porter. He was rapping, then this nigga hard too. Rich Porter, my favorite rapper from the city because this nigga shit is so livid, bro. Because when he rap it, you can see the picture, and you know this nigga not lying because you seen him do this shit. Like it's a fact. But long story short, me and Rich had did probably like 5 or 6 songs. And like bro was stalling, you feel me? Like and I'm trying to push, you feel me? Like I'm chasing the dream at the time with this shit. Bro was a little more patient than I was, you feel me? And I didn't get patient with him, you feel me? So I jumped the gun and just went ahead and cut all of his verses off and put the shit out because he made me feel like he wasn't fucking with the music. And honestly, when I did that was the dumbest shit I could have ever did, bro. Cause that nigga hard. If I just would have been patient, you feel me, built the capital up and let that shit roll the way how Brody had it mapped out. He had a lot more structure with that shit than I did. And I didn't know, you feel me? Like he had the same vision that I had, but his vision was a lot more vivid and cleaner. I more or less was just rushing. But like it still ended up turning into like a classical mixtape for me. You know what I mean? But at the time I thought that was a good chess move for me, but it wasn't. I could have started and that motherfucker could have been better if Rich was on that bitch. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh yeah, yeah. I listened to one of your songs earlier with Rich on there. I was like, yeah,
Like
yeah, he can rap, dog.
that nigga Rich Porter's hard, bro. And
Yeah.
he got feel me like and then like I said, a nigga know it ain't no cap in his rap. You feel me? A nigga watch Doggy go from battle rapping, you feel me, to exit 5B to what he is today. Shout out gang, Keep doing your thing, my nigga. You don't even fuck with the music no more. I'm gonna get rich out of retirement though. Mark my word. I got Chan one out of retirement. You feel me? I know I can get rich out of retirement. The nigga just gotta have a hot beat, and the nigga gotta be popping that shit. Slow Bucks got him out of retirement to do an action back, but if Rick drops something and then get that feed that it's looking for, it's gonna roll. Because Brody really living, what he rapping about. That shit's factual. It ain't no cap in it at all.
Yeah, all it take, y'all know, y'all get together, y'all get in that studio and start vibing. He'll come back around.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the nigga gotta have a hard beat for him. He gonna slow flow a nigga to death. Silly pun. Real.
So what would you say is the current state of the music scene in Kentucky, man? And do a lot of artists in the city collab, like mess with each other, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, niggas fuck with who they fuck with. Like, it's a few niggas who will cross over and do songs with a nigga like me. But right now, the music coach is popping, but at the same time, it's a war in the middle of it. You feel me? So you got niggas that they doing videos dissing each other's hoods. Niggas is dying behind that shit. But again, that shit don't got a goddamn thing to do with Eastside. Feel me? Like I don't choose no sides or none of it. You feel me? I fuck with niggas from all over. You feel me? Like I'm always gonna be East. I'm from Uptown. I'm from Clarksdale. I ain't gonna change it. I ain't trying to change it. And I fuck with niggas from all over. You feel me? I love my hood, and I'm always gonna love my hood. But when it comes to niggas and they beef, you feel me? I've learned to stay out of it and mind my motherfucking business. Cause it's been times where I done been in beef, nigga. I done been shot and shit. You feel me? These same niggas from up my way, you feel me? Y'all niggas and I'm kicking with on a day to day, ain't do nothing for me. Like one of the illest situations I ever went through with my neighborhood, it's chick, you feel me, named Whisper, you feel me? Like, man, I had mad love for real, because this bitch was solid, you feel me? Like, this bitch grind like a nigga, and she was loyal to me, you feel me? But, she was never my girlfriend or nothing. Like, we was just grinding buddies, but, like, we was locked in. We had that one nigga who, a nigga who we was fucking with, a nigga from my neighborhood. We was fucking with this nigga. He called and he put a plate, tried to rob me. And then the robbery, I tried to snatch the gun out of his hand. And when we got once we got to get to it, I jumped out the car. You feel me? When I took off running up Clay Street, her car was parked probably like 5 or 6 cars down. Dog knew what car she was in. Cause like I said, the nigga lived with us. He's from my neighborhood. The nigga pointed the gun at the window. Shorty blasted his ass. She shot the nigga like 6, 7 times. He fall on the ground. I'm yelling like, pull off. This is in the heat of the moment. It's like, panic. You feel me? Pull off, pull off. I guess she was in shock or something because she said still she ain't moved. Dude fired 2 wild shots from the ground and hit her in her face, and she drove off and ran into a telephone pole. So when I'm trying to run to get to the whip, dude's getting up off the ground, firing shots. He might fire like 1 or 2 shots, then fire. Long story short, she's 100% blind to this day for that. And it was a hard pill for a nigga to swallow, bro. Like ain't nobody help me take care of her but my sons. You feel me? And my family, it was days where that shit was rough, my nigga. Having to put eye drops, and just imagine having to being able to see one day and then the next day you can't. And all this comes from some hating ass niggas that I grew up with. Niggas that I thought had love for. And when it came down to me even trying to slide for me from my hood, wasn't putting me up on. Like they was trying to charge me and shit. So they left a nigga with a salty thing in my mouth when it come to that. And then another situation, I lived in Liberty Green. Like Clarksdale was right there first. When they tore Clarksdale, then they put Liberty Green up. At the time, you feel me? I was married and shit. My son, my oldest and my youngest son, they was at home. My oldest, my youngest son, my sister, and my wife's mama, they was there. And me and my wife was gone cleaning up this restaurant or whatever. And when we came back to the spot, you feel me, to go in, soon as we slid in, you feel me, it was a home invasion. Fuck the money that the nigga lost, but I was in my neighborhood, from niggas in my neighborhood that I grew up with. They put they changed the dynamic of my marriage. You feel me? Like before that, me and my wife was A1. We had been together since we was kids, but that changed shit up, that scared her. You feel me? Nigga thought they was gonna die, and my kids and shit was involved. You know what I mean? So that hood shit don't really mean too much to me. I love them. I'm always rep my hood because that's what made me who I am. But I did years in prison, my nigga, where I ain't get a money order from none of these niggas. A nigga ain't calling, check on mom, Dukes. Pull up on a little boobie. Even some simple shit like a picture. And I'm the type of nigga where if I'm out and I know you locked up and I bump into your peoples, I ain't making like I'm gonna just give you $1,000,000 and no shit like that. But I'm gonna kick 100 or 2. You feel me? Even to a nigga who I really don't even fuck with. And I know you locked up and I see your people, I'll kick a bet because I know what it's like to be locked up with nothing. I done had them bids, you feel me, where a nigga had to go beat that child hard down. You know what I mean? Lock an empty block on the phone, no tennis shoes, nigga got state boots on, standing in the ring to go eat slot. But them days is what created the mindset and my hustle. Because when I used to sit down and have to eat that shit, you feel me, it was degrading. Because if I didn't eat it, nigga, I'm hungry. And even after I eat this shit, you feel me, nigga, still hungry. So it's I had to figure out a way to make sure that no matter what, whether I'm in prison, on the streets, that I'm gonna keep some money for it. It should no grown man ever have $0. If you're a grown man, you got kids, and you go to prison, nigga, your daddy duty don't stop me. You better figure out a way to make that shit shake. I paid bills my whole 4 years I was locked up. Took care of kids. I bought my son a car for his 16th birthday from prison off cash apps, nigga. For me and mine, nigga, I'll pump it on the yard if I got to. I done did it. It ain't cute, it ain't nothing to brag about, but it's just how I am, bro. For my family, I'm willing to sacrifice it all, bro, just to make sure they straight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That kind of made me think about something Boosie said, man, on a Vlad TV interview about, when he was saying, people that, he grew up with and, the type of hate and stuff with people from his own hood and stuff. And, he had to separate from them, as he got bigger, he started doing better than some of the people, he grew up with.
You said Bruce was saying he did better than he grew up with. You talking about the interview when he said you got to move out of your own city when you go out, you're going to get killed?
Yeah. He was saying hypnotized with hatred.
Yeah. I think that. I watched that before.
Yeah, man, that's a powerful story, man. You just told, boy, that's crazy, man. Especially old girl, man, because that's as far as her getting shot in the face, man. That's crazy because they could have went a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It definitely could, you feel me? For the longest, I was locked in for a while. And over a period of time, you feel me? Like so many people, made it like it was my fault that she got shot, or like I pushed her in front of the gun, or it was a zillion different stories. You feel me? And I guess that she let people turn them against me. I ain't talked to her in years. You feel me? Like we went through a different situation, but there's no here, no there. I ain't gonna burn my interview up going into that. You feel me? Like, I wish her the best, whatever she going through. I hope that shit work out for her. Like I'm so solid to the point with her, my nigga. When they said she was blind, the first thing I did, nigga, is went to the doctor and told him, like, is it a way I can take one of my eyes out? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, shit, give her one of my eyes. And like the procedure never been done. I'm like, shit, hell, like I got technology for all this shit. I was dead serious though. Cause at the time I really felt like it was my fault.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
like I said, it's no here, no there. I wish her the best. She can rap too, nigga. She hard. She definitely hard, but like I said, I ain't gonna burn my shit up talking about them. I just want anybody who I ever had love for, and the nigga got a misunderstanding with him. Like I'm leaving that shit in the past where it said I'm moving on. You feel me? Like I ain't got no hate for no motherfucker, man. I'm trying to grit it out, man, and get me a back end, man. Take care of these kids and shit. My son's great, go college and shit, bro. I got boss up,
Yeah.
playtime over.
Yeah, I can feel that, bro. That come with maturity and time, being able to have that mindset, because certain stuff get old at a while, at a certain point, especially going back and forth with people and things like that. So like what's some things you enjoy doing like when you're not doing music?
Outside of music, man, I like gambling. I like playing poker, shooting cards and shit. I mean, I said shooting cards, playing poker, shooting dice and shit. But outside of my own recreational time, I like kicking it with my kids more than anything. Like, them little niggas keep me grounded. You know what I mean? They get me in check without even knowing. Like, I gotta watch what I do and say around them because all my kids is of age now. They pay attention to everything. Like, they on my every little bumper. You feel me? Like, especially my little youngest son. Little Kobe, man, little Kobe bad as hell. I ain't gonna say bad, but like he just watched my every move. He can mimic me to a T. And my biological son, Makai, that little nigga scared me. The reason why he scared me because when I look in his eyes, I see me. And I know what I was doing when I was his age, you feel me? So I try to keep him focused, keep him with that bat in his hand. He's a good kid. You know what I mean? I ain't making it like my son's out here just, fucking up. He doing teenage shit like teenagers do, but that nigga worries me, though. BJ and Kamari, BJ and Kamari, them little niggas is cool. They good students and shit. All my kids do good in school, man. I ain't gonna take that away from them niggas.
No, that's what's up, man. So as far what's your short and long term goals as far as your music career and in life in general?
Right now, my short term goals is getting with my music. You feel me? It's like getting all my shit in order. Meaning, like the day my videos drop, my single drop on Apple Music, Spotify, all that shit, and it do numbers though how it's supposed to. You feel me? Not no little, 200-300 views a day, no little 1,500. Like I need this shit to do numbers, bro. And they got to put these ads and shit behind that shit to make his check go up. Like I'm trying to get some money off of streaming, so that's what my short term shit is right now. Like to just get my music shit structured and get my machine rolling. As far as long term goes, you feel me? Like I'm trying to stay out of prison for the rest of my life. I don't ever want to go back to prison. Things happen. You feel me? When you put yourself in a position to go to prison, so that's why I'm trying to escape the life that I once lived. You feel me? And fuck with this rap shit over anything. And, get this dog shit going. Get these the 18 wheeler shit going. The properties. You feel me? Like whatever it's gonna take to flip a coin and put my family in a position where they ain't gotta work for nobody else. It's what it's gonna be, gang. And to stay alive out this motherfucker. I'm from Louisville, niggas get killed. They be like for real, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel that, bro. So as far as 2022, man, what you got coming in the future? Like you got any features you got you doing on somebody else's song or any upcoming EPs, albums, what you got coming up?
Right now I'm just dropping singles. You feel me? Like I've been recording with Black Steve and Briley. I got a few verses with Player J, but like I'm honestly great out of them. Like I'm gonna keep recording with them, but like I'm honestly great just start taking a whole lot of my verses to the head and just get more singles because Like I said, I got a different type of work ethic than niggas. You feel me? Like I'm gonna go in there and start crunching shit out on the day to day. I'll probably do a song with this nigga Skilla Baby. He's from Detroit. Like I fuck with his sound. I like his grind and shit. I probably do a couple songs with Icewear Vezo too. Like I knew bro when he was. I mean I know bro when he was on the up and up or whatever. So then I'm out here and he's bigger than ever. You feel me? Like I'm gonna respect it and pay my chicken. You know, give me a few verses out of the game, a few little videos and pump that shit and just stay down, bro. Like, you know, by the time the summer come, I'm trying to have at least the labels, you know, speaking on a nigga. You gotta get your name in the rooms and the meetings, you feel me? But it's all about the who's and who knows a motherfucker, you feel me? Like a simple cosign can get a nigga from nothing to something. Like say for instance, you feel me? Like say if you knew Drake, you like, look, man, I know this nigga Eastside Boobie shit hard. Post this video, and he posted. This how many people gonna follow that shit that day, just from a simple post, and go listen to it. The right feature give a nigga a stimulus package. Like G was already killing shit, but look how shit turned up for him when he started fucking with Jack Harlow. He started seeing a different fan base. You feel me? Started going to different little spots like Jimmy Kimmel and shit like that. You feel me? It opened up doors for him to put him in the position that he's in now. The win-win-win.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like that right feature, man. It's like that with Lil Baby too, man. Like
Hell yeah,
anybody
definitely.
to be Lil Baby or somebody like that on their son, Lil Baby, ESTG, Drake, like
Yeah,
them type of
but shit now, like them niggas gotta like your shit because they want so much money for a fucking verse. Then the video, you feel me? Niggas ain't got that. Niggas ain't G. I think G probably want like 100 for a verse. Now that nigga get something crazy for a shit.
yeah.
That's what I mean by back end. It's like niggas is getting 60, 70,000 niggas just to go sit in the club. Like I'm trying to get something that'll look good on me.
Yeah, facts. I can feel that, bro. So before we wrap it up, man, like one of the last questions, like how do you want people to perceive you and or know you for?
Man, I want people to know me, man, for being a hustling ass nigga, a great father of all of this shit. Before any of this shit, you feel me? A humble beast, you feel me? A nigga that's gonna take care of his peoples and make sure they eat. And a nigga that's striving to be better every day. You feel me? Doing better every day. As my little nigga Aaron would say if he was still alive. I mean, I'm just trying to become a better me, my nigga, and show a motherfucker that it's a way out. You can figure you out a way, my nigga. You know what I mean? Whether you've been in prison or whatever it been. Like most niggas who go down and got records, they just give up and feel like they just got to be stuck in the streets forever. I work a little bullshit job. I ain't working no motherfucking bullshit job, and I ain't gonna be stuck in the streets forever. Even if this rap shit don't work, like I'm smart enough to create a business, my nigga. It just is what it is. I ain't like I said at the beginning of that shit. No grown man should ever have $0. I don't give a fuck where you at, prison or not. Figure that shit out, gang.
Facts, man. So any last words you want to say and tell people how they can find you on YouTube, Instagram, all your social medias, things like
Yeah, man, free my motherfucking Bloods and Black Tony, man. Clark still representing, man. Coldest nigga ever on the dice from Louisville, Kentucky, man. Free him, so I Z him, man. Free my nigga Rick, free my nigga Charlie, man. You know, Brody and them got long roads to go, but I'm gonna hold them niggas down. I'm gonna keep on killing that shit with these videos and shit. Like, subscribe to my channel if you ain't already did it, man. Go check some of my old catalog out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? Eastside's back, man. That's pretty much it, my nigga.
okay, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on the podcast today, man. I've been podcasting for 2 years now. You know, I started this when I retired out the military back in 2020. So I do this and I do a little security for a couple people too. So like appreciate you coming on, and anytime you got something coming up or you just because I don't just do interviews, I get on a podcast and talk about real stuff too, like child support, police brutality, like fake friends, things like that. So you know, anytime you want to come on the podcast, you know, you can hit me up anytime, bro, and we can strike up an episode about it.
Man, shit, look, let's do it like this. The next time you just cooking something together and you're gonna have a certain topic and you feel like I'm good for it, just hit me, gang. I'm open to do this shit whenever.
Oh yeah, bro. Absolutely, bro. Like I'm finna get this what you call it this week, this little podcast mixer. So I know
Yeah,
next time I know Snot and Steve then wanted me to pull
yeah,
up on them. So like so they can get fresh and stuff. So I was like, do it like some $1 million worth of game type of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, we definitely can do it. I'm with all that. So shit, tap in with me. I'm gonna hit you on the line real quick. I'm gonna text you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This concludes another episode of Eric J. the Great podcast. Everybody go check out Eastside Boobie on Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube, all that. Go run him up and go listen to all his music. Real dope artist from Louisville, Kentucky, and tap in with him and hit the DM if you want to feature from him. And I appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
All right, look.